Why does some sales training work for one person and not for the other? I'm Sylvan Bell. It's July 2nd, 2017, 2:05 in the afternoon here in Sacramento, California. It's a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about sales training. And I get this question a lot from business owners, sales managers, salespeople, and they'll say, why does that guy or that girl's sales training work for everybody but not for me? Now, the fourth video here is it could be personality. And that you have to know is there are different types of salespeople, there's different types of sales trainers. And if you go through the spectrum over here, you can have super aggressive, who believes in always be closing and is always asking the difficult question and always has the buyer on edge. Does it close? Yeah. Is it personality based? Absolutely. And then over here, you have more of the passive salesperson who would be the covert person who you look at them and you're like, there's no way that person closes, and then they close a ton. Does it work? Yep. But it's all personality based. And sometimes someone will get some coaching or training from a salesperson and it's just way outside the scope of the comfort zone of the salesperson, so they don't use it and they don't implement it. And I know the industry that I work in, a lot of the in-home sales, there's a couple of sales trainers who are really aggressive, and that's what they teach. And then the sales guys or the technicians or the people who go get the training, they go watch this person and then they leave and they're disappointed, like, there's no way in the world that I would do that. That's not who I am, okay? So that happens. You got to know that sometimes you may not look at the sales process and say, hey, that's not for me, that's not what I want to do, that's not how I am, that's not how I sell. It happens sometimes. And I wish there was another way to explain it as a phenomenon, but I mean, it's just how it is. I have a certain personality, and certain things that I ask and certain things that I say inside of a sales process may not work for another salesperson because they're not evolved enough to have that conversation, or they're scared that they're going to get thrown out of a sales call, or they're scared that they're going to get some rejection from the buyer, or they're scared they're going to have a tough time with the buyer. So you have to know that sometimes it really comes down to sales training could be you just get along with me. You're like, hey, I like that bald guy. He wears aloha shirts. You know, he shoots videos in Hawaii and Sacramento, Las Vegas, San Diego. I really identify with him. It could be that you identify with the sales trainer. It could be that you identify with their story. There's just tons of things that go into this personality. It's not just like that guy's funny, that guy is really aggressive. It's really like what do you buy into their beliefs? What do you buy into their structure? I really believe this. That guy really believes that. Oh, that one's more comfortable for me. Well, if it's comfortable for you and you have confidence about it, it's going to be easier to sell. And you know, there's going to be a lot of salespeople who go, oh, you know what, that makes sense. There are going to be some salespeople who go, that's not true. Doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if they're saying this is what it is. I'm going to tell you, after riding with salespeople for 7 years, this is what it comes down to. Salespeople will identify the person that they like the most and use their process and use their comfort because they like that sales trainer's personalities or the way that they say it. There's no other way to come across. There's no nice way of saying it. It is what it is. There's plenty of great sales trainers out there that have good stuff. There's plenty of sales trainers out there that are okay, but because of their personality and the way that the people get along with them, they believe in it, and they use it, and it closes sales. Find somebody that you like, find a process that you like, that you're comfortable with, and go out and close sales. Now, you got the spectrum over here, right? You got the super aggressive salesperson, nothing wrong with that, okay? Nothing wrong with the super aggressive salesperson, sales trainer. If you identify with that, great. You have the passive salesperson, the passive sales trainer, and like way up here is like the group that's not going to work on both sides. There's a small section up there that no matter what, it's not going to work. So if you're a salesperson, you're totally scared of rejection, you're totally scared of having to deal with buyers, having to meet with people face to face, it doesn't matter what section you're in, doesn't matter my personality, you're going to have a tough time selling. There you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last of all, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.